Okay. So who can't stay Saturday night when we go to Houston? Or who didn't want to stay or whatever. I mean, who's not going to be there Saturday night when we go to Houston? I know some people can't stay on Saturday night when we go to Houston. We're going on the 21st now.
21st?
Uh-huh. Yep. Uh-huh. Say what? I haven't decided yet. Okay. Should I sit here and just look at you, or is it going to take longer than that? Okay. You have to come back and work, right? Yeah. And you? Maybe. Okay. 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 I just want us to really watch that band, you know. And we kind of talked about that a little bit, not watch each other as much. And watch the band. Watch them for what? And I'll have this list. I'll get you this list. Watch for cues, mostly coming from Ahmed. Watch for acknowledgement of their showing off to each other, you know, because they're really proud of themselves when they do that. And so it's just going to, I think if we can see the visual with hearing what's going on, it's going to really drive the point home. Watch for emotional reactions. In addition to Rami's scream, Ahmed's eyebrows, Sam's leaning, this kind of stuff, and other physical responses they give to each other and themselves, you know. And watch for the sounds of the lead drummer. There's been some stuff that we've done with drum solos where people have later told me that it's just confusing, like they don't hear the difference so much of the big accents that Sam plays, but then if I play a video and we watch that and watch him create the sounds, it's like, oh, okay, I see. It was just like if you were hearing me go. You might think that doesn't sound very different, but when you see me and you're like, oh, floor, paper, then suddenly the difference in sound is a little bit more obvious because you see a visual that goes with it. So when you see Sam going like, you know, a little slap in the middle, a little slap on the side, slap in the middle, and that kind of stuff, it kind of drives home the point that those are different sounds and you want to interpret them differently. So anyway, millions of reasons why if we watch them, we can learn some stuff. Then I want to just talk a little bit about arbas and endings. What's an arba? What do I mean by that? Okay, so what does it sound like when a band does it? What do I mean by that? But fundamentally,
it's like a little break, like a bridge.
Yeah, like a bridge. So, and Nicholas bands are just tend to sound alike.
Most bands arbas tend to sound alike. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
4 counts of 4.
4 counts of 4. And why is it there?
It's like a transition.
Okay, it's a transition. Could be. Okay.
Sometimes it's
We're doing like they're getting ready to go into like from the music to taxi.
They could. Yeah. So that's a type of transition, right? Ramp up, ramp down. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for the most part, that's it. It's also, I mean, I'm just sitting here thinking it's a time killer if they don't know what the hell's going to happen next, if they get lost, you know.
yeah, it's like a regroup.
Right,
Reset.
right.
Regroup.
And all the words y'all are saying are very much suggesting that it's not really an important thing, okay? It's not. It's not an important thing. It's cool. You know, it can be used to rev up the people and all that kind of stuff. But all I'm going to ask is that you not do your good shit during an arba, you know? Like, don't feel like you have to have this really cool combination that you do when an arba happens. It's just a placekeeper, you know? 1,000 times out of 1,002 times, if you see somebody, a dancer from the Middle East doing it, you're going to get this. And then they're going to do something else. You know, we tend to, even if we do that, go doon doon ticka doon doon ticka da doon doon ticka doon doon ticka da. And because we know our little drummer, we go yakka taka 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 taka, and then go into the next thing because he has a tendency to do that. All I'm saying is, please don't go doom da ticka doom doom ticka da ticka doom da ticka doom doom ticka da ticka doom da ticka doom doom ticka da ticka 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 ticka. Like, that's a lot of stuff for something that is intended by them to be a holding pattern, you know? So I feel like when I see dancers overinterpret that little thing, that they don't know what it's about. To them, it's a drum solo. Look, they just played a drum solo for me in the middle of this song. It's not a drum solo. It's not going to be crazy. It's meant to just be a little holding pattern. And if you want to put an ornament here or there as you hear it happen, that's fine. You know, but if you overinterpret it, I feel like you're saying to the band, I don't really understand what this is. Does that make sense?
I'm trying to figure out I'm trying to think about musically what, trying to hear something that,
Hear the arba?
well, yeah, 'cause
Here, I'll play one for you if my hip flexor lets me stand up. No, that's okay. No, I mean I want it to. Prince doesn't play them, so let me get out of this playlist. Pretty much. Let me find a full song. Well, Sarah, we were listening to yours today. I'm going to grab yours, okay? Because I know that has a.
okay, so that's in like
Yeah,
a
it's.
regular piece of music, like a whole, like a choreography that like Sarah's doing, or
Mm.
one of the girls is doing, and they might throw something like that in the middle of it.
Yeah, I'm sure you've experienced them. I bet you have. Let's see. Maybe, probably not lately because you've been doing melodies and stuff, but hold on just 1 second. As soon as you hear it, you're going to go, oh, that! Why didn't you say that, Karen? Here we go. Arba, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, and then it's going to play something else again. And they repeat their melody. Yeah. Let me find one other one. I'm sorry, what, Cindy?
Music has one.
The Biblos version? Actually, here. Yeah. They're definitely just snap-on tools. Yes. This is Alf Layla, Cindy, but this is the one that the Michigan Arab Orchestra is playing. And it's interesting because they play a guitar, but it's an arba with the guitar strumming over it. So. And then it takes off. So it's 4 counts of 4, just
So
that.
it's a pretty distinct sound.
Yeah,
But
it's
it doesn't be like any, it could be any particular instrument, but it's a pretty
it's
distinct thing that's.
it's going to be all the melody instruments will back away, unless they're just strumming a chord like that guitar, But yeah, all of the melody instruments back away, and it's just a rhythm riff that's hanging there. And it can be a linking thing. It can happen, and then they're going to repeat what they did previously. It can happen, and they're going to go into the next thing. It can, yeah.
And they'll repeat whatever rhythm they're in. So if that song was another, so that was like do da 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 do da da da. But if they were playing a different rhythm, they would use the same rhythm.
Yep. So again, my only point is it's not a drum solo in the middle of your song for you to do your cool stuff too. It's just kind of a ready to jump into the jump rope thing. And then endings. What is it we always say we want to do at the end of your song? Spin. Where are your arms when you're spinning? Spin with your arms up. No.
That means
Yeah, spin with your arms down or out. And then you'll stop, and then you'll strike a pose. And if you do that, they will match you perfectly because they're looking for that stop, and then they know they've got one more kaplowy. Yeah? If you spin with your arms up, they're gonna give you a kaplowy, but I don't know. It's not gonna work as well. And certainly if you just stand there and shimmy through their they have no idea when you're going to stop shimmying. You have no idea when you're going to stop shimmying. You're waiting for them. They're waiting for you. 2 minutes of one note.
Likewise. Don't keep turning, because I've seen people who just keep turning
Right,
and turning.
yeah.
and
Right.
turning.
They're waiting for you. They're waiting for you. And that's a good point. They're waiting for you to stop. So we are so dependent on them in so many instances, but this is one time when we're not waiting for them to do something. They're waiting for us to stop spinning. Yeah? Make sense? So what does it look like? It becomes na, and then where everybody's ready. Boom. Yep. The problem if you do this, or God forbid that. Okay. Okay.
But then you're really messed up if you're not turning and you get your arms up.
I know it.
Just a
I
mess.
know it. It is a mess. It is a mess. And yet we get out there and it's just something we need to just remember that we need to think about. Okay. All right. So when we go to Houston this time too, there should be, I think it's going to be everybody but Katie. So that will be 9 of us. And what I want to do with the drum solos is 3 sets of rounds, because there's going to be several people in drum solo rounds at the recital again. And what I mean by that, all their crinkled brow, is you either do your number and then there's a little pause and then Hussam plays the drum solo, right? Or a couple or 3 people do their numbers and then he plays a drum solo that doesn't go away. Like he plays the lead, but then the background beat continues. One dancer goes off, the next one comes on. He picks up some new riffs, that dancer dances it. He stops playing, the background continues, that dancer goes off, another comes on. So it's not start and stop, right? So that's kind of a round, a drum solo round. And there's going to be some of those because it's the only equalizer I have. When we start off these things, always, there's always some guidelines. They change from year to year. Last year, the guidelines were what? Anybody know what the guidelines were last year? A private lesson, at least 1 a month, or 2 30 minutes is ones. 3 project band drills classes a month. And then the filming, which, I mean, I don't even consider that as critical, but certainly anybody who missed that other stuff, the 1 private lesson a month, 1 hour, either 1 hour or 2 30 minutes is, and 3 project band drills classes per month, I just don't think that's too much to ask. And so right now my only recourse is to work with the drum solo. So, I mean, that's out of fairness to those of you who are busting your asses to get here. So that's what that's about. So we're going to practice drum solo rounds. You're not all going to be in drum solo rounds. Most of the people in this room won't be in a drum solo round. That's why you're in this fucking room right now. I'm sorry. Did that just go live? But those who can't seem to find this room on a regular basis are going to be in a drum solo round, and probably a short one at that. And so we're just all going to practice it because it won't hurt us. So what's going to happen is we'll just have Hussam play his ass off. And like you'll go out there and you'll dance for a while, and then he's going to stop playing. The background drummers will continue. The next dancer comes on, and we're all just going to do our drum solos that way. You'll still get as long of a drum solo as you ever get, but we're just going to practice that and make sure everybody understands it for those who are going to have to experience it either now or later. Alrighty? Okay, what else? That's that. And so this is our last one for this year. My big thing as we move forward with this is to find a way, I don't know what it is, and I'm just going to have to buy lunch for a bunch of people or something in Houston, because we need a freaking audience. Because I mean, the great news is we're getting more comfortable. The bad news is we're getting comfortable, and I just feel like we need, you know, the quickest solution is to have folks in the club when we're dancing, you know. So that, but I don't know. I don't know what the solution to that really is. I don't know how to do that unless I just buy people lunch.
Well, I wonder if there are like dance studios in Houston that might be interested to come and see.
Come and watch. Quite possibly, you know, quite possibly. I can certainly start there and ask.
It's a free show.
Yeah, I can see here's what will happen. I'm pretty sure this is what would happen is,
How come we can't do that?
well, they can, I mean, they can. If they want to scrape together the money, they can. But I think that, like, they're going to want the band to play one last number so they can all get up and dance or something like that. It's going to be that kind of thing. And then I have to really start thinking, okay, what are we doing here? You know? So, good idea. Noted. I've got some time to work on this. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. And we'll see. And if y'all have any other ideas, you know, for ways to change it up in the future, I'm very open to it. I mean, this is all new ground. You know, we've done it a few years in a row now, and I think that, you know, we're continuing to make progress, but there's undoubtedly some things that we can stick in the equation that'll make it a little different, and I'm not pretending to know all the answers. So, you know, if y'all think of something like, hey, man, I mean, I know that one time I think is all, that we like deliberately faced the band, you know, and haven't done that since. I would want to be a little more calculated, I think, about everybody's respective plans if we were going to do that, you know. But, you know, feel free to let me know how y'all felt about that, and like if you really miss it and you wish we could do that again, you know, like just stare at the guys and whatever. I really think that what I'm asking you to do this next time, and what I really am going to do probably is I want everybody who's not going to stay on Saturday evening to dance early so that you're not, you know, concerned about warming up and stretching and, you know, like not really paying attention. Like I know that we're indexing through things in our head and all that stuff before we go on. So I want those people to get that over with so that they can focus on the band when the later dances go. The ones that are staying, I think, are pretty used to now knowing that not only is that a fun time for a bunch of wine and good food, but it's also a great chance to really focus on what those guys are doing. And when Jabour's up there and when there's a huge audience full of Arabic speaking people, they really pour it on, you know, and you can see so much of their interactions and all that. So I want to make sure that the people who can't stay go on early, and I'm going to have some really deliberate things that I want everybody to look for, and I'll make sure I get that information to y'all. So yeah, okay. Anything else you want to talk about? No? Mm-mm. Woohoo, I know.
We're not doing costuming really.
No, it's up to you. It's up to you. Like now, I know Jessica's concerned about some of her stuff. I think she's probably going to be in costume. So I need to send out an email. I'm just going to keep saying that.
But I don't necessarily want to use my time with the band to
Being concerned about your costume with the band, yeah.
Well, look at when we go to Josephine for practice time and stuff. I mean, is there any way like we could just maybe take a tiny bit of time and just maybe think about spacing and stuff on stage, or you know, how to utilize the stage better with the band on it?
When we go there for the rehearsal late in May to the theater.
Full rehearsal, I mean, with us as concert banders, but maybe just a little powwow.
Yeah.
And discuss maybe
We can talk about that, where the band is going to be placed, and
Put a chair in the middle.
put a chair in the middle for the people that have the singer with them.
For Jabbar.
Yeah.
You can learn how to dance around him.
Mm-hmm. No, it's very true. For people who have him out there singing, that's a real different experience.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can. And it'll be great because Felice will be there and she can talk to us about the way it's going to be lit, you know, because there's,
I mean, the lights,
uh,
red light, blue light.
Or just where on the stage the lighting will be.
right, what your boundaries are. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, see, I get darker and something.
Right, there are,
The thing is, right, I mean, you know, because sometimes you feel like, right, should I keep way up
You
here,
get
or
you
should I
to
be
be-
closer back here?
Mhm.
So I start thinking about,
Mhm.
because usually we get that one experience, it's live, let's go.
mm-hmm.
So maybe if we thought about it a little bit. Or
Okay, well, I can get
a little
Felice
powwow
to,
and just maybe
tell us the boundaries for the lighting when the band is out there. Yeah, yeah. We'll make sure we ask her about that. Yep. I'm pretty sure there won't be any time to run anything
No,
solo-wise
I know
by May
that,
26th, but
I mean, just kind of like this little powwow or something that we're having, you know, just
yeah.
discuss things.
Okay. Yep. We can talk about
We don't
that.
have to.
Okay. Anything else for Houston? Okay, it's a wrap. Got it, Guylan? Thank you, sir.